In a world when everybody wants a smartphone, either an Android or an iPhone, or the phone to do as many things as possible and stuff like this, we have a MP3 player. Who is this one for? Well, let's find out, because this thing is really interesting. Now, the beauty of this thing is that this is only technically an MP3 player. It has Android on it, Android 8, but it only has typical applications. Apple Music, you have your own music, so you can copy your MP3 players and stuff like this. And you have a Pandora, you have Spotify, but there's no YouTube Music. Problem that I have with this device is that you can't install APKs, at least not by default. So the application that you're having is the one that you get, nothing more. Now, if we go into system, how we can see here, we go to about device and we have an Android 8.1.0. Now this Android is pretty old, but it's still acceptable. Now the storage that we have on it is 16 gigabytes, but it does support a micro SD card, so you can put a micro SD card to extend your storage. And it makes me wonder, who is this device for? Because out of the box you can listen to some music, but only if you use the application specified by them. So Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, or your own music. You have also Tidal, you have Kindle, Audible and stuff like this. And it's a shame because this device has so much potential, but then they decided to make it so nobody can install an application on it until somebody decided to step in. Now there's a legend on the internet on GitHub and it made an application that it will bypass, so you can actually install everything. And how you can see, I do have Aurora Store installed here, and I also have F-Droid and stuff like that. So I can install applications so I can listen to my YouTube Music and stuff like this, because I do use YouTube Music. Now, using an application like this, you'll think that you get more control, you know, you will have more things available and stuff like that, which it does. The problem is that the device is not powerful enough to actually run most of the things. So gaming on this device is not a chance. If we're going to open like a launcher, like Launcher for example, I already clicked but it barely open. And the format, it does have a little bit of, you know, strange interference, but it does work. You can set it up, you can actually put it to have it as a default launcher if you don't want to have it as a default launcher. Installing the application does work the same like you will normally do. The problem is you have to use Aurora or F-Droid, you can't use Google Play Store, but it does work. So for example, if I do want to install TikTok, I can just go on TikTok. The thing is, most of the application won't work. So for example, for me, YouTube Music, it doesn't work, so I have to use like a third party to control my YouTube Music. So the fact that you have to use one third party application is not the best thing, but it's still working. And for this little device, I think that in UK it's about 30 pounds, which is, if you ask me, really acceptable. If you're buying it for your kid and stuff like that, you can listen to music and install some application. Now we're going to install here TikTok and we're going to have an idea how it looks and stuff like this. The only problem that I have, the most problem that I have with this little device, is because out of the box is so limited that it will push people to root it. Now don't get me wrong, it's really easy to root it. While this one is installing, I can show you how easy it is. All you have to do is just download this application, Lumos G1, but you have to use ADB to install it. So you have to activate the developer option and then plug in the cable, and it's super easy to install. ADB/install and then / the location of the app, and that's it. And here you will have a button, it will just say inject and it will work. So it's easy to do it. But at the same time, why did they limit it so much? I mean, there's no point of you limiting the application or the software so much. Now let's open TikTok here and we can see if TikTok's actually working. I never tried TikTok, to be fair. No, it's not. So this is what I'm saying. Most of the apps won't work on it. Some they will do, some they won't. And YouTube, I can tell you, it won't work, the official one, so you have to use a third party one. Now, how you can see, I'm using an application here for YouTube Music, which is a third party one. The speaker, they are the worst. We only have one speaker here. So you can see if I put my finger. But at the end of the day, this is not for listening to music on the speaker. This is more like it had a headphone jack Bluetooth headphones and stuff like that. So this is just to listen to music, which is a brilliant little device for listening to music, but it doesn't replace, it doesn't fix a problem. Now I can listen to music with my phone, and then I don't have to carry two devices with me. I can watch a movie on my phone, which I can't on this little device. I can stream from whatever platform I want, including if I'm making a home server, which you won't be able to do with this one unless you root it, and sometimes the application won't even work. It has so many limitations that I don't think it's worth it, not even for 30 pounds. Because at the end of the day, if you put another 10, you can buy like an Alcatel phone or an LG phone or an Android, like a, I don't know, an older S10e, for example. S10e here in the UK, it's about 50 pounds second hand. You can do 10 times more things that you will do with this one. So yeah, I don't know who this little device is. I'm pretty sure there's a market for it. I would say the people that are trying to escape their mobile phones, this would be perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna use it. I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna use it. But it's still an interesting little device to have in the house. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. And let me know, will you buy this one? I mean, just an MP3 player, micro SD card, and if you'll buy it, will you root it? Because I know I will, other than think about like this. You only have a couple of applications, you have a gallery, but what can you do with the gallery? Because literally you can't download nothing, you can't send pictures, you can't install WhatsApp. So what would you do with the gallery? But yeah, this is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.